Welcome back, everybody! I've got a Barrel and Blade Tactical Outfitters box for October 2019. Today's October 3rd, and I got it yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to do the video, so I think we're going to be the first ones online, because this thing came fast. I think normally we get these, around the 8th, 9th, or 10th. So actually, I opened it up because on last month's, we were really close to the exact amount. If you had just gone online and bought everything yourself, I paid $99 plus like $30 for shipping, so it's like $130 and $135. So I went through, and if you can't already tell by the intonation of my voice, it didn't blow my socks off. The box is very heavy, which makes me automatically think, okay, there are wonderful things in here. So let's open it up and see what we got. Now, I'm subscribed to the level 2. Like I said, that's the one that's like $130, $135, I forget. So hopefully you can read that. If not, it doesn't matter because we're going to go over it individually anyway. Let's go by price denomination. $5 for 50 feet of paracord. You can never go wrong with paracord. And yeah, for 50 feet of paracord, it's going to cost you $5 all day long. I mean, unless you buy it by the spool, with 1,000-foot spools, and you get a little bit of a deal. I think you get like an extra, I don't know. I think you save like $10. Anyway, there are a lot of channels out there that show you what you can do. I'm going to link a couple down below because I actually made a sling for one of my ARs. It's a 2-point/1-point sling. I'm going to show that. That's going to be a video coming up because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I want to do a breast cancer AR-ness video, to show everybody in the world that, hey, you know what? AR owners, we're not bad people. We have family members who have been stricken with breast cancer, and we donate to breast cancer research firms. And, we're just normal people, just like everybody else. NFL players wear pink shoes. Us AR-15 folks, we're going to put pink on our rifles. So that's going to be my challenge. That video is to come. So anyway, $5 for paracord, yes. $7 for camo face paint. Okay. I mean, I think, I don't know, you can go Rambo style and just mix a little bit of dirty water in with some mud and just kind of smear that on your face. You don't actually need... Face paint is for humans. But I do like that it has a mirror, because a mirror you can use for signaling. So, it's a dual function thing. You get 3 little camo things. Personally, take a little mud, slap it on your face, slap it on your exposing things, and it washes off easier too. I guess that's a good thing about camo paint is when you sweat. But it's deer season, right? So it's getting cooler, it's getting colder, and deer see black and white anyway, so you don't need 4 colors. And the next thing is the Black Widow smoke sticks for $14. Now, I went online for the paracord and the paint and the smoke sticks, and yeah, it's always $14, and it's always $7, and it's always $5. So, these things, I haven't gone deer hunting in years, and when I did, we didn't have anything this fancy. I was like, my mom used to do like seances and stuff, and she would burn like incense and all that nonsense. So I don't understand how making smoke from burning something attracts bucks, but maybe the scent until they get really close and they see the smoke and they're like, "That's smoke! That's fire! Let's run!" So, I don't know, maybe if you put them like 20 yards upwind of you and then just let the scent drift down past you, I guess that's how they would work. Because by the time the deer's like, oh, I smell something, and then by the time you bang them, 50, 80, 100 yards away, then they don't see the smoke. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not a big deer hunter anymore. I would love to get back into it. But I can see, because it's deer hunting season, how this would be a wonderful item. And you throw it in your bug out bag, because I live in Southern California, and yes, we do have deers here. You throw this in there, along with another item that they gave us. You can attract deer to you, and then you can kill them. That brings me to, I think that does bring me, yeah, the ScrapeFix combo pack for $20. Perfect segue. Good job, BattleBox, on making my segues easier for me. So, this is ScrapeFix plus rut. What you do is you put a couple squirts of this, like wherever a deer's been scraping, or you just scrape your own stuff. Put a couple of, you just sit around, wait for the deer to come to you. That's going to be in a survival situation where you have limited calories because you don't have a lot of food or anything. It's going to be better for you to draw the deer to you than to have to look. Because when I would go deer hunting, we would walk, well, first we'd be like, oh, this is fresh scat and blah, blah, blah. And we'll stick around this spot. Then after 2 hours, you're like, there's no deer coming through here. Let's walk. And then you would walk all day long. And then you'd break for lunch, wait for the sun to get a little bit lower in the sky. Then you go out right before dusk and go out and, but you would spend probably 3, 4, 5,000 calories a day hunting for deer. It's better. This is why people on the East Coast and in the South, they get it. They're like, I make a deer stand. I throw a pile of corn out there. I do some of this, some of this. The deer just run up. I drop a rock on their head and kill them. It's like, I don't even need to waste a bullet. So anyway, y'all are lucky. In California, we actually have to move to get our deer. Okay, so now all of this stuff that I've done so far, absolutely, when you find it online, it is that price. $14 for the Black Widow smoke sticks, $5 for the TruSpec Paracord, $7 for the Bobby Weiner camo face paint, $20 for the ScrapeFix combo pack. Now, here's where things get a little bit odd, and where I went a little bit out of order. The Smith Pack sharpener / fire starter / whistle with a carabiner. I love it. They have it listed at $12, but you can get them for $9. And I'm like, yeah, people are $9.50. And people are like, yeah, $9.50, $12. What is that? $2.50. That's almost a 30% discount, And people are like, oh, it's only, a little bit. It's like, well, if I told you I was going to give you $100,000 and then I only gave you $66,000, you'd be pretty pissed. I'd be like, well, it's only 33%. That's the only difference between this and the retail price that they're putting on here. So it's only 33%. No big deal. Anyway, you save enough 33% it actually starts. But no, it's a wonderful thing. I've seen reviews on this. It's awesome. You just use a little carabiner. Bam, you click it on your pack. And like I always tell folks, the one time that your knife is going to be dull, your EDC knife, when you really need it. So bam, you click this on your pack, your EDC, you get out there and do a street fight with the zombies, and you're like, oh man, this thing isn't cutting up the zombies as good as it used to. Go across this thing right here, zip, 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 boom. You're cutting up zombies left and right, you're beating all your friends, you're doing a great job. And then for $45, actually I saw this and I was very excited. Because this is a cool knife. It's an outdoor edge harpoon knife. And it comes pre-wrapped in some paracord. Here, let me open it up with my my Gerber Suspension. I love the Gerber Suspension. I never did a video on this. Maybe I'll do one day, but I've been carrying this thing. This is my EDC for 2 years. This Gerber Suspension. It has never let me down. It's still sharp as the day is long. I use it all the time. I'm in construction. So, you know, sometimes I don't feel like reaching into my tool bag and grabbing, you know, I don't know, whatever tool's appropriate for that job. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just reach for this and I'll just use that. This thing comes with a sheath, a nylon sheath, and a like Kydex holster deal. So, let's see how we're doing. Oh, I actually kind of, the angle of the blade, you can't tell it because it had this weird thing on it. It almost has a Tonto style, I don't know. Watch Doc P's video on knives. That's not sharp at all. Oh, that sucks. Like, I'm not even an expert on knives, and I'm like, oh, that is not sharp at all, guys. It's got a little jibbing on the back. And it's supposed to be, you take this little point right here, and then you can carve a little trench into like a branch. And then you unwind this, and you set this down in it, and then you wind it back around. And then you have like a little spear. But, oh, that's disappointing. That sucks. I can tell that is not sharp at all. If y'all watch my last videos where I like hi-ya cut, oh, look at this. Where I hi-ya cut with my, I don't remember what my last knife was, but that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. And they have an MSRP on this of $45 for this and the little oh, that has a good lockup on it. Yeah, that's got a really good, yeah, that thing ain't going nowhere. Okay, that's nice. Okay, sure. Okay, now I'm starting to turn around on this. That's got a really good, because like y'all know, I like to, you know, have my stuff like this on my gear so I can just reach down and pull it out. This actually has some retention. That's a nice, that's a lot better than I thought that would be. And it's got a little snap for double safety. Snap this off, pull down hard. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, I started to turn around on it. Still, I'm not a big fan that it was sucky on the sharpness is sucky, but hey, you know what? We got this. So, we're not going to use this because I watched enough videos to know that once you're like right there, you just want to hit it with the ceramic. So, I'll hit that with the ceramic stone a couple times. That's a cool little knife, like just to hang there. It comes with this adapter that you can turn this into a spear. And on this end, you can screw in like a regular broom handle. And then it's got a little screw on the side that you can tighten. But when you're not putting your broom handles or mop handles in here to make this a spear, you screw this in here. And it's a water-filled compass, which is actually really nice. It points north. You don't really have to goof with it that much. And maybe you could put a couple things in there. Maybe a couple matchsticks or, I don't know, something, you know, something survival related. And then when you take this cord off, this slides inside of here. And then you take the lashings and the holes in the knife line up with the holes here. So you take a little bit of paracord, wrap it around, and then either you put like a sapling in there and you can like lash it from here all the way around, or like I said before, you can just grind it out with this, put it in there and lash it to that. But I thought it was a really cool thing. It's like, you know, the survivalist in me always comes out whenever it comes to stuff like this. And I always get over superly happy. But, yeah, it's still a little bummed that the knife wasn't that sharp. I'm like, And so that was $45, but you can get them on Amazon for $30 with free shipping. The last thing that's kind of making this heavy is a TruSpec Trek sling bag. I'm not a huge fan of sling bags just because I'm like, I like backpacks, one over each shoulder, sometimes one shoulder. I don't like the idea of something like across my chest like this. It does have quick release on it, so in case you did need to get rid of it. But like I said, I've never used one, but I'm open to it. I mean, it's nice. It's coyote brown, which is my favorite color. Supposedly it has 3 compartments for different pistols. Let's start opening her up. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like that kind of like when you get. It's a little bit better than cheap tent material. It doesn't feel, and it's only single stitched. And everybody knows, single stitched, It's got, there's no padding inside. There's Velcro in, this weird area right here. It's like, why is there Velcro in there? Why would you put Velcro in there? I don't get it. So, the zippers are nice, but once you get inside, I guess maybe it doesn't matter that much when you're inside because everything is going to be zipped so nice and tight. But I guarantee you, all of this stuff, this flap right here is all see all this single stitching? They got this nice thick nylon right here, and then it's like this weird, cheap. That stuff will rip and poke through. And look at this. Just this Velcro patch that's inside. I don't know if you can see it or not. But I just barely put any. I was like, is there something behind it? You can already see the stitching starting to pull through. So, it's got a drain hole in the bottom. Yeah, there's, you're not putting 3 pistols in here unless your pistols are already in padded cases. Because you put 3 pistols in here, they're going to rub, you walk, I bet, 5 miles and you're going to rub holes. Because this stuff is super thin. Oh, I don't like this at all. It's got a little carry handle. See, even the carry handle. Well, at least the carry handle is double stitched. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, they stitched it once, they stitched it twice, then they did a little cross and single stitch, then they stitched it twice down here. But you can already see on this corner down here, where there's only 1 stitch, that's already starting to come loose. Yeah, this is not nice. The padding's okay. It's got a little bit of Molly or Pal's webbing, however you want to call it, on the side. The zippers are the only good thing on it, honestly. Look at this. You're not putting anything in there. It's not functional. It's not practical. It's, I guess, maybe for a first aid pouch. Maybe you can use this. Throw a bunch of first aid gear in here. I wouldn't put anything heavy in here. Just the way it's stitched up and just how flimsy everything feels. I think this would probably be a really good throw in your car, load it up, buy one of those $30 medical kits that treats 50 people or whatever. I did a video on it. I don't know. I think it was like $35, and it treats like, I don't know, it's supposed to treat like 50 people. Take some of those, throw one of those in here, Ziploc some maxi pads for soaking up blood, throw that in here, buy some cheap gloves, throw those in there. I think it would be a really good first aid pouch just to, just to have on you. But other than that, like, I'm not really ecstatic about it. And they have this listed at $80. And I found it on Amazon for $45. So that's the entire box. If you wanted everything in this box, you could get it for $130.55. Or you could pay Barrel and Blade, I think $135 what I pay them. So anyway, not super excited about it. Oh, but I am wearing my Midway USA hat and my super comfy Oakley shirt that I got for $12 from Midway USA. So, and it's still warm in Southern California, this damn global warming. For all of you under like 3, 4, 8 feet of snow, I apologize. It's still nice and warm here in Southern California. I got all the windows and doors closed and the AC off because, noise. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you liked the video. And I hope that you are having a wonderful October. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.